Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, the G's in the lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right, give it a stretch. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's a good stretch. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, welcome to untilit.works, a thing I made mostly for myself to be able to work on projects that I've been meaning to work on, because I'm the type of person, if I don't make time, I'll never find time. And by doing untilit.works allows me to work on projects that I've been meaning to work on. Like, for example, so I'm in my shed, right? And I created these light holders to hold up the lights that I use to illuminate the shed, to light up the shed, right? And I used a material. This is before I knew anything, right? So I used a material that had like wood fibers in it, and it was PLA, right? And it's a common thing, PLA, right? Now the thing is that I didn't know, and it wasn't until I was in the shed, and it gets super hot in Florida, right? And so it gets super hot in the shed. PLA doesn't do well with high temperatures, so they would start to like sag and bend, and they like fell off. And so I recreated them, but I still don't think I used well. Oh yeah, no. So what happened was, I'm still using PLA, I think, because I wanted to match the beams. You can probably see the beams, right? So they had this wood filaments in it, and it matched and looked good. But it's not functional at all. So I'm reprinting them now, the design in PET G, which is a stronger, more high temperature resistant filament, right? And so now I'm also printing them so that they're solid. So the infill is solid. So it's like a block. You know what I'm saying? So it should work fine. And so now it just takes like 5 hours for them to print. So I have them running on a couple of printers. I'll probably set up a couple of other ones. You can probably hear the noise, maybe. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna probably do another set, and so get that going so I can have those up today, because it's been getting darker and darker, and I haven't been able to like work in the shop after like 4 o'clock. It's terrible. So yeah, and I got stuff I need to work on, so get those going, working on that today. All right, so all that being to say, untilit.works allows me to be able to set aside time to do those things, because normally I would not have really time, because I'm always working on other stuff. So by doing untilit.works allows me to set aside time to get work stuff like this done. So with that being said, untilit.works consists of ciphers, and a cipher is a 3-hour block of time. Within each cipher, there are sessions. There's a work session and a break session. Work sessions are like 45 minutes, heads down, working on you're working on, maybe setting up your 3D printer to print light fixtures. Whatever it is that you're working on, it's focus work, and you're trying to get something done during that time. Break sessions are these, where I'll pop up on the video to remind you to take a break. You can get up, walk around, drink some water, and or sit here and watch me talk about something I found interesting on the internet. Either way, let your mind relax and not focus on the thing and not think about what you're just focused on. All right. So like I mentioned, I'll pop up on here with the video. If you ever come to this site and we're in the middle of a break session, the video may look like it's frozen. And that's because browsers don't allow for autoplay video with audio. And that's why the notice there saying you may need to click play to start the stream. Below that is next to the that's why the little notice there. Next to the notice is a button, open and close caption. I'm using the speech recognition API that's built into Chrome browsers to turn my speech into text. So if you click that button, a space will open up, and hopefully in that space, the words I'm saying will be transcribed accurately and placed in that space. So those are there. It's just kind of going through the motions. One is printing, one is kind of going through the test, pre-test. All right. What else? So yeah, there's a closed caption. There's 2 buttons. Don't worry about them. They're broken. I'll fix them at some point. There's a countdown timer, calendar when the next work session will start. And then if you would like to join to chat or ask questions, you can do that with the join the room link there. All right, cool. Now let me show you all what the work session looks like. All right, so now in the upper right-hand corner, if you check out subscribe, it has a list of all the upcoming ciphers you can subscribe to get notified when we go live, which reminds me, normally there's 2 ciphers every session, every Sunday. I have a meeting to go to at the station, so there will be no session later on. So I updated the list, so you won't see it there, but if you want to check out all the upcoming ciphers, you can subscribe to get notified there. Over on the left-hand side, we have the audio player. Over in the middle, we have an to-do section. So where it says add a task, you type in your task or your to-do, hit enter or the plus button, and then add it to the list of messages. You can edit a task by clicking the text. You can delete it by clicking the X button, or if you want to mark it complete, click the checkbox. That'll send it to the done section. If you click that header done, it'll show you all the things you got completed. If you click the Twitter icon, it'll open up Twitter in a brand new tab, and it'll pre-populate a tweet listing all the things you got done with like little check marks next to them. For me, it's like a nice way of seeing, like, you know what, I got some stuff done, feeling good going into the week kind of thing, right? So those are there. Over in the right-hand column, we have a countdown timer, count when the next break session happens, again, like 15 minutes after the hour. View tutorials. So if you don't have a thing that you particularly want to work on, like creating 3D models or printing 3D models for light fixtures, but you heard web development sounds pretty cool, but you don't know where to start. So I have links to Free Code Camp and the Odin Project. And from what I've seen from the curriculum and what people have told me that have gone through those projects, those programs, I think at the end, you'll have a good understanding of what it takes to do web development. And then from there, make an educated decision on whether or not you want to spend more time and or money in pursuing web development. So those are there. Now, if you're already into web development and you're looking for like a cool project that you can kind of like pick up, you know what I'm saying, follow the tutorial, have a pretty cool project at the end. And, you know, while you're working on the project and the tutorial, you can get your creative juices going to where maybe you can extend that project or create something brand new. I have links to 3 tutorials that go to the Vonage developer platform. I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage, and part of my responsibility is to look over tutorials. So one of them is a tutorial where at the end, you have a web application where an input box and a call button. You put your real world phone number in the input box, hit call, and your real world phone will ring. You can have a conversation back and forth. Then there's one where you get a virtual number. You link that to the application that you create following that tutorial. And from your real world phone, you can call that virtual number and answer in that web application and have a conversation back and forth. There's one like 2 users like log into an application and one can call the other through the browser and have a conversation back and forth. So those are there and for you to check out. And, you know, let me know what you think. Hako will come back to. Show and tell sign up. If you want to come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, feel free to do so. Show and tell sign up will walk you through that process. Don't worry about the highlight thing. That's part of the thing that's broken. Hako. Hako stands for help a coder / creator out. It's a thing I made that if you get stuck working on what you're working on, you can create a Hako, which is a room. You can then invite people to join the room. And the hope is that together as a collective, you'll be able to come up with the feedback and or solution on the thing that you're working on. So if you click view Hako, it shows you all the different Hakos that have been created. You can click the creator's name to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they're logged in with, to check out the profile to see whether you'd like to request to join the room. I also added this filter by keyword list. So maybe there's a specific subject that you're looking for. Maybe it's in the list and you can narrow the Hakos by that. Now, when you click create a Hako, you present it with this form. You put in a title and 3 keywords. You click create, it'll generate a unique URL. They can then copy and click to share to Twitter. Now, when you join your Hako, it looks like this. We have the title here at the top. You can leave with the leave button. You can open the menu for some more options. You can, you got a text chat here to the right. We'll come back to. On the left column, we have another countdown timer, count when the next break session happens. Again, like 15 minutes after the hour. You can copy the URL again, and you can click to share to Twitter. Now, when someone clicks your link, they just don't automatically join your room. They're going to be requesting to join your room, so they'll show up under pending. You can click their username to open Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they're logged in with, to check out the profile to see whether or not you'd like to approve or deny them. Now, if you do approve them and they turn out to be a terrible person, you can always kick them out your room by banning them. All right. Now, you as the owner of the Hako, only you can share your screen, because again, the point of the Hako is for you to get the help and or feedback on a thing that you're working on. So I think by being able to share your screen with others, you'll be able to provide the context to help them to help you, because they can see what you're seeing, and that way they'll know exactly what you're looking at and get you that help and or feedback on a thing that you're working on. Now, the way you communicate through the Hako, like I mentioned, there's a text chat here to the right. You put your message here towards the bottom, hit send, and it'll add it to the list of messages. I also add ability to enable audio chat. So anybody who has their audio chat enabled will be able to speak to and hear each other. But don't worry for the folks who don't have audio chat enabled. They'll still be able to follow along, because what people are saying will be turned into text and put into the text chat. Now, I also have the opposite available. So if you're not looking at the Hako, you'll still be able to follow along if you enable text-to-speech. So any messages put into the text chat will be read out aloud by your browser. And so that way you can still follow along without having to look at the Hako. All right. And then again, check out different Hakos that have been created. And that is it. Cool. Let me get y'all back to work so I can get back to work, because I need to put filament in one of these printers so I can go ahead and get that started. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna do another one, but that one's kind of worries me. So I mean, it's moving pretty slowly, so I might try it. So neither here nor there. I got some filament to fill up, and yeah, thanks for hanging out. See you like 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity. I'm gonna send y'all off with this track, some traveling music by one of my favorite producers of all time. It goes by the name of Nujabes. The track is featuring Apani B. It's called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. See you like 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity. All right, y'all be easy. And peace.
Let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank all for showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing up to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity.